Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Fix It Jim. Today we're going to be revisiting the Texas, whatever it was called, gun. I did get the parts in the mail. They're here. So we can look to get this, see if we can get this reassembled and back together. Cross your fingers for me. I did just finish cleaning the gun here. Soap and water, rag, and a brush here to get down in the barrel and stuff. There was a lot of corroded oil with dust built up on it, and I just didn't feel that normal cleaning was going to take care of it. So I really wanted to get some of the grease off and the dust that was built up. So is a little wet still. So we have a hot air gun. Going to go through and heat it up a little. I could use a blow dryer, but that's all the way upstairs. I have a hot air gun here. Some of you might be frowning, wondering why I use soap and water, because, you know, metal, not good for it. But, you know, as long as you get it dry, and after I do get it put back together, I will do a proper clean, use some oil and protect it. But for now, we're just going to go with what we have. I did get the hammer out, as you can see here. I will just fast forward through this because I'm sure you guys don't want to just sit here and watch me dry parts of the gun off. So let's take a look here, see if I got everything. Shake the towel, nothing falling off, so I think we are good. And I will use a Q-tip to kind of get into the hard to reach areas to remove some of the moisture that may not have completely dried yet. And there's still, like I say, there is still dirt in there, so I just wanted to knock the surface dirt off that I could get to. So I did find that this gun, apparently these symbols here, Germany, I think it was Munich, and then it was made in 1967. So I was able to get all that information off the internet. Always so helpful. but looking pretty good. Still lots of rust in there. We'll get all that out when I do a proper cleaning on it. I will oil and lubricate it up to it will not have a problem. If you watched the other gun episode, I did order some parts for it also. Unfortunately, there was far fewer parts available for that one than this one. And there was a nice schematic showing how this one goes together and everything. The other one actually ended up being pretty old. I think it was I don't remember. It was late 1800s to early 1900s, so pretty old. It also does not shoot modern ammo. The 32 is kind of a weird caliber for guns nowadays, and it shoots black powder only. The new modern powder is smokeless, is too strong for it. Don't want to cause any mishaps. Q-tips are great for just about anything. Clean about anything with nice Q-tips. A lot of crud still, but that's fine. We got the parts from Numeric Gun Parts. And our total was, where is it? There it is. $77.55 for 10 pieces. Not cheap, but you know, part of it's just the fun, so. Alrighty, let's see what we can do. So I'm not entirely sure how it goes back together. I'm going to have to refer to the video, of course, because lots of little pieces here. Not quite like a puzzle where it's obvious sometimes where things go. However, and where some things go, like, well, I see some water here. Let's see if I can get that out. Yeah. There we go. Looks good. So, obviously, big pieces are more straightforward to where they go. We've got the hammer, of course. It's going to go right in here. And I ordered a new pin because this is what they had in the hammer, holding the hammer on, and I don't think this is right. So I ordered another one, and we will know for sure. One thing they didn't have is, so we've got one of the pieces that was missing, one of the critical pieces that were missing was this little spring thing here, which you know, makes the hammer go. To put it in my layman's terms. And there's this piece here which goes in there and kind of holds it in place. I'm not sure this is the right piece because they didn't have it, and I ordered this off eBay, and well, I guess we'll see. The very tight fit, I don't know if that's normal or not, but it does stick out both sides. So let's see, it's gonna, so what it does, it goes through and it goes, sits in these little things. Ooh, more water. Let's clean that up. Cleaning the water out. So anyway, yeah, not sure about this piece. It sits, holds the, I don't know what that's called, I'll say the spring thing. It kind of sits in there and holds it in place from flailing around, and it kind of sits like that in the middle. So looks like it might fit. I don't know how tight it's supposed to be on this, because it seems like if I get it in there at all, it's going to be very snug. But we'll make do with what we got. So let's find some pieces here. Now, I bought these. These are weights, and I don't know if I actually needed these. Not my money, so right, Jack? But I'm wondering, I think these probably still should be in here because it looked in the picture like they should be anyway. Let's take a look. So I'm guessing they just add weight to the gun overall. I don't know. Give it a nice heft. Guess it would go like that, or maybe, I don't know. Yeah, there it goes. Fits right in there. Yeah, so glad I bought those since they were missing. Gives the gun a little more weight. That's nice. So when you hit somebody with it, you can knock them out. Very nice. And that'll go in there and put pressure on the hammer. On back to the hammer. Let's see. Not sure. Some of these pieces actually I end up finding later. Like this guy here, I found this after I took the hammer out, so obviously I didn't need this one, but hopefully that wasn't a very expensive piece. I do think they will allow returns. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up, but I know Jack, he'll probably want to keep it for spares. Alright, so here, this has got to be the hammer bolt or screw here because it's big and heavy looking. Let's compare it to the one that I took out, and it very much looks the same. Man, that's interesting, because I would have guessed that this bolt should have kind of, well, no, see, it does, it recesses in there. In this one, I don't know, maybe it was, they put it in wrong, I don't know. It did not seem to recess in there, so let's put the hammer in first. Not sure if that's, again, just kind of muddling through here, so let's see, this seems very tight. And I don't know that that's correct. Maybe you screw it in there and once it hits here, it's going to be smooth. So I do have some Hops lubricating oil, which is what I'm going to use to lube the gun up with. So it's going to be an oily mess by the time I get done, but I don't think that's a problem. So I'll just, put a little out here on the mat. Q-tip a little up here and wipe it on. And I will add it as needed once I'm putting it in there, so there will not be a lack of oil by the time I'm done. I do have a heftier screwdriver now, so that'll help. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get that twist until it's actually recessed down in there. Hopefully my screwdriver's up to the challenge. Ooh, jagged. That is in there, not quite all the way. That's a tough bolt. Hopefully I don't have to take it out. Yeah, and like theirs, my bolt's moving with the hammer too, which means it's not all the way in yet, because I'm probably supposed to be flush there. And then it'll be seated on this smooth part here. And yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm going to have to get a file and take that edge off. That'll cut you good too. That's tough. So let's see what else we got. Hopefully that does not have to come out again. So this goes in here somehow. Technical words. Maybe not. Let's see. This little spring and nubby here goes right there. I do remember that. Not entirely sure what it does. But it does go there. That might, not sure. Work this out here. I know for sure this goes on here. And then goes in there. And that's going to be your bullet ejector. And then, let's see. Smooth. This I know goes over here. That little spring holds that in. So let's see where it goes. There it is. Yeah. So that doesn't come out. I'm guessing that, yeah, that just holds that in there like that. Of course, we can't do any of that until we get other stuff together, so like the trigger and the thing that rotates the cylinder. We'll just go ahead and remove those for now. So this sits right there and kind of jabs up whenever. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, probably gonna have to take that bolt back out. Damn. So I watched a little YouTube video, and first I'm just gonna put this together because apparently everything else can go together and come apart separate of this. So that'll eliminate some pieces and parts that are sitting around here. So this spring goes down in here. Apparently it's going to have some tension on it to get it where it needs to go. So this should be interesting. Apparently it just kind of lays up there, and yeah, I don't know, that's weird. Maybe I won't do this right now. We'll set that to the side, work on the big pain in the ass, this guy, because I've stripped the hell out of the screw now, and I went and got some bigger screwdrivers, which might be a little late. So, see what this does. Nothing. Yeah, that's... So I saw the guy on the YouTube take this out. Came out, no pressure, nothing unusual. I mean, he just used a screwdriver, popped it out. I don't know why this one seems to... yeah, it seems to be in there unusually tight. It's like the hammer, the hole for the hammer is too small for this screw. Blows my mind. And apparently they had the same problem, which is why theirs was sticking out so much. Yeah, this is a little too big. Let's see. This one fits in the old one good. And it probably fits in here fine if it wasn't twisted. My fear is now that I'm going to have to drill this screw out. And that's some hard metal. Well, obviously it's not that hard if it shredded like that. So, hopefully next time you see this, I'll have that out. So I'm putting the grip together. We got the spring in here. Pops out right there. Nice and centered. I haven't got this in yet. This goes in here, and I guess it just kind of holds the spring in. So that I'm probably going to need a little hammer to kind of finagle it in, but we'll get to that later. That will be probably the easy part. So now we'll put on one of these. Oh, wrong. Is that the right side? Where does it go? Like this. Yeah, I think it goes like that. That's nice. A nice fit right there. Put those right there. That there. And that there. Perfect. And the screw for this was not that one. Maybe it was that one, yeah. And as you can see, it's a little twisted. And I thought I ordered another one. Unless that's what these are for. Those don't really look like the same screw. But maybe they don't have any like that, but well, that's no good. I'm going to go ahead and keep using this one, hopefully. Maybe not. Oop, I wonder it's all offside. Let's try that again. There we go. That seems to be going on good. I think that'll will look nice with this regular screw in here. Too big. Too big. Too big. Guess we'll just do with this one for now. Now, I think because that screw is a little off, this isn't sitting quite right, so maybe I will go with the other one. It's too bad because that looks better. Maybe I can get the other one bent back into shape so it doesn't twist when you put it in there. For now, I'll use the replacement and hopefully we can get this put in here. Certainly lines up better. Or seems to. Or not. Oh, looks like it's seating. Maybe just needs some more turns. Nope. Yeah, that doesn't seem to fit in there. I think I got hornswoggled. Or if I can bend that back a little. Let's give it a try. Nope. I need something to hold it a little better than that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just put it in there for now and see if we can just leave it there for now. There we go. There's a much better weight to it with those weights in there. So that's nice. We've got the handle all done. One down, lots to go. So some time has passed since our last piece of the video that you just watched. Kind of annoyed with myself because I kind of did something I shouldn't have done, which you may have noticed. So putting this gun together, it's actually 99% done. As you can see, trigger pulls back, works fine. Hammer pulls back, causes the trigger to go forward. Big mistake, this here. So when Jack's uncle or whoever worked on this gun previously had taken it apart and they put the hammer screw in, this is the one I took out, they, I think, had started to cross thread, and so I, being a non-gunsmith, started to I took this one out because it was already getting messed up and put this one in, and again I started to cross thread, but I thought what was causing so much problem getting it in was just that this was pushing into the hammer. But then I watched a video of somebody taking one apart, and I mean, this thing came out just as easy as all the other screws. So I'm thinking I've really got it cross-threaded in there now, this one, and as you can see, I've got that all chewed up now when I was trying to remove it, and it's in there pretty deep. So what I did, I ordered some screw removers off eBay. Hopefully, I mean, this is pretty hard metal. I don't know if these will work for that, but I'm crossing my fingers that I can get that out that way and not have to try to drill it out. That'd really suck. But so I'm gonna give this, and that was a bust. It just really, this screw is just way too soft of a metal to really get it out of there. So looking like I may have to drill it out. You see, I scraped the body, so we'll have to sand that and touch it up, but you know, one of those things. So hopefully next time you see this gun, that will be out, and we'll get to finish this project up.